By early 1945, the United States military shifted its strategy in the Pacific. Moving away from high-altitude precision bombing, they began area bombing, targeting the densely packed, wooden residential districts of Japanese cities. On the night of March 9, 1945, over 300 B-29 bombers launched Operation Meetinghouse. It would become the single deadliest air raid in human history, exceeding even the later atomic bombings in its immediate loss of life. The injustice of the Tokyo raid lay in its design. The U.S. used M16-9 incendiary cluster bombs filled with napalm, specifically chosen because Tokyo's homes were made of wood and paper. The bombs weren't meant to destroy factories, they were meant to ignite a firestorm. As thousands of individual fires merged, they created a superheated updraft that sucked oxygen from the streets and generated winds of hurricane force. People didn't just die from the flames, they suffocated as the fire literally drank the air. In a single night, 16 square miles of Tokyo were incinerated. An estimated 100,000 people died, and over 1 million were left homeless. Most of the victims were women, children, and the elderly, as most working-age men had been conscripted. The heat was so intense that canals reached boiling point, and the smell of burning flesh could be detected by pilots flying thousands of feet above the city. General Curtis LeMay, who orchestrated the raid, later remarked that if the U.S. had lost the war, he fully expected to be prosecuted as a war criminal. The firebombing of Tokyo raises one of the most difficult questions of wartime injustice. In a struggle for national survival, does the necessity of ending the war justify the intentional slaughter of non-combatants? By turning an entire city into a furnace, the distinction between combatant and civilian was effectively erased. It was an injustice born of the desperate logic of total war, a logic that would reach its devastating conclusion just months later in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. To remember the firebombing of Tokyo is to confront the terrifying efficiency of modern warfare. It stands as a reminder that when the goal is unconditional surrender, the cost is often paid by those who had the least to do with starting the conflict in the first place.